just the Team USA, it coming down to the wire. That's why I said all I want's a good basketball game. It wouldn't affect my life in any way, shape, or form if Team USA lost or if they won. I just wanted a good, fun basketball game so I could see the best players in the world in a crunch time situation. And we got to see LeBron James, Steph Curry close it out. Steph Curry hit insane shot after insane shot. That last three when he was double teamed is genuinely one of the crazier shots you will ever see. And on top of that, you get to see Victor Wembanyama have a moment. I mean, he was really good in that game. Unfortunately, it was in a losing effort for France, but I thought he played really well. He led each team in scoring. And it's easy to forget that he's 20 years old. And he hit a couple big threes as well. Insane Magnum ball. No, that was just Steph Curry doing Steph Curry shit. So naturally, are we the world champs now? The official USA basketball account tweeted this out. This came with a community note. This is the dumbest thing going on right now, I think. I actually think this is the stupidest sporting topic of conversation that is happening currently. The community note, of course, this is in reference to Noah Lyles saying that you're not the world champions. Teams calling themselves world champions after winning a league championship. Now, I don't care about this at all. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care to argue it. I've made the argument before, and I went back and I looked at an old stream where I first talked about this just to make sure this was my opinion at the time, and it was that the NBA is the best talent in the world. It's the best league in the world. I don't see too much of a problem calling yourself the world champions if you win that. But, again, I don't really give a shit. It doesn't matter to me at all. Obviously, Germany won the World Cup, so they've been the world champion. The community note to this: no, this was the Olympic tournament. They're the Olympic champions. The world champion titles for national teams is decided in the FIBA Basketball World Cup. The current world champion is Germany, who won the most recent tournament in 2023. I mean, this is just absolutely baloney and corny. What did Dirk say about this topic? What did the GOAT say? So, I mean, if this is true, then who gives a fuck about being world champion? Like, it doesn't mean shit. This is the pinnacle of the competition, of international competition. This is it. The Olympics in basketball is the peak of the competition, of the sport. All right, that's not true for all sports. Obviously, for football, it's the World Cup, right? Because the Olympics are under 23. The Olympics is the pinnacle of the competition. It's a limited pool. There's not, the World Cup has something like 16, 20 teams. There's only 8 teams, I think, in the Olympics, something like that. Each team sends their best. We already know the World Cup, Team USA sends out good teams. Like, they should win the World Cup every year, even with their B team or C team. But the Olympics is when the Team USA sends their A team. That's when their guys go. The Dream Team, the Redeem Team, the Avengers, that's when they go. It's when every other country sends their guys, their best. It's just the stupidest shit in the world. I posted in your Discord. It's like 2 minutes. Honestly, I don't know the last time I opened my Discord. Is shit going on in there? Is shit happening in my Discord? If stuff's going on in my Discord and it's not good, I apologize. Is this it right
Speaking of 5-on-5 basketball, Germany again made history. First ever Olympic semifinalists for your team as well. And I just had this idea, who do you think would win? This Germany team and Franz Wagner, Dennis Schroeder, Discord, or early 2000s team that won Eurobasket silver, World Cup bronze with Dirk, Patrick Femerling, Ademola Kulaja, Demirel, Marko Pesic, all these guys. Who do you pick?
We had a good bunch, and I'm not sure if we would have stood a chance, but we would have given them a fight for sure.
Okay. Usually OGs pick their team, but it's hard to match this.
Dirk is just too humble for that.
I mean, this is a team that won the World Cup, so this is a very strong team.
So now I have a tough one. who are the true world champions? 2011 Dallas Mavericks or 2023 German national team?
I would say both, but you know, title-wise, obviously the 2023 German national team are the truly world champs. I like NBA champs. To me, you know, that's fine. We fought long and hard and finally get an NBA championship. That's fine to me. Leave the world championships to somebody else.
But what did you think about this whole debate, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I get it. You know, the NBA is the best league in the world, and so of course, when you win it, you call yourself the world champs. But technically, it's not a world championship. So, I mean, I get both sides. I played FIBA, I played NBA, so I get both arguments. I'm not really sure there is a right argument. So
It's literally just semantics. Like, it genuinely just is. It's a stupid argument. It is a stupid argument. Oh yeah, the German team. I mean, Dirk obviously is the best player out of any of those past German teams versus the current German teams. But I'm not putting any. I saw this clip of Kenny Atkinson. I'm not watching any FIBA highlights on this stream. It's very scary what they've got going on. Anyways, this has turned into one of the lamest things going on in sports. This constant back and forth of the Noah Lyles was getting salty with Adidas and Anthony Edwards for some reason. A title's not semantics. Is it? It is though. Like the world champ argument. And again, I hate that I'm even doing this because I really don't care enough. But it's just they won the world competition where they could call themselves the world champs. But now Team USA won the other world championship, or the next international competition. That is the most important one when it comes to basketball. That is the one that historically has been the most important one. And it's like, no, actually, you're still not world champion. You're the Olympic champion. It's fucking stupid. You can't claim a title on paper when there's an actual competition. Okay, the Olympics are the actual competition. The Olympics are the big international competition. Anyone who's saying otherwise, that Team USA is not the world champs currently, they're hating. I'm sorry. They're hating. You are being a hater. You are hating democracy. Just kidding. Not really, though. You are being a hater. Just admit it. Just admit it. All right, where was the Noah Lyles, Anthony Edwards drama? This is so stupid. This is genuinely so stupid. Noah Lyles was offended when Adidas invited him to an Anthony Edwards event last year. When Lyles was negotiating, this is so dumb. When Lyles was negotiating an Adidas contract extension last year, the company, he says, through what it thought was a bone. Adidas invited him to the shoe release event for Anthony Edwards. Great shoe. The rising Minnesota Timberwolves star, who's got plenty of talent, but unlike Lyles, isn't a 6-time world champs. You know, to do what, says Lyles. You want to invite me to an event for a man who's not even been in NBA finals in a sport that you don't even care about, and you're giving him a shoe? No disrespect. The man is an amazing athlete. He's having a heck of a year. I love that they saw the insight to give him a shoe because they saw what he's going to be big. All I'm asking is, how could you not see that for me? Adidas declined to comment in February. Lyles signed a new deal with the company, reportedly the most lucrative track and field contract in the post-Bolt era. No disrespect always comes before disrespect. Yeah. Dude paints his fingernails. Let him stay home. What's wrong with painting your fingernails? It can look cool. There's no problems with it. Who gives a shit? I don't get this. Does Noah Lyles? I don't know. I don't know much about Noah Lyles. Truth be told, does he? He might not be like a basketball person at all, because this is how basketball shoes have always been. The companies want to get the young guys before they become the X amount NBA champs and in finals MVPs. You want to get in there before. The whole thing is just notice me, senpai, from both sides. Well, most people aren't buying track shoes, but everyone buys basketball shoes. Well, that's not necessarily true. There's probably more people who buy running shoes than basketball shoes. That if I had to guess. They could make a a Noah Lyles, runner shoe. And you could people would just go to the Adidas store and buy like a running shoe without even really knowing it's a Noah Lyles shoe. I guess that would be the difference. Where basketball, you're buying the Anthony Edwards because you like Anthony Edwards. Does that make sense? I don't buy basketball shoes, but I'm more likely to buy a name shoe in basketball section than I am a running shoe with a name on it. Just tuning in is slightly biased. A Chiefs fan now. Patrick Mahomes fan. And by the way, this is a big announcement here. The EPL, as us Brits refer to it as the English Premier League, begins Friday, I believe, right? I am a Red Raider. A Red Raider alumnus.